Welcome everyone to Oak Lanes in Westland for the exciting regional match of the Bowling Showcase Challenge, final match. I'm your host, Mark Martin. Thanks for joining us for this exciting final regional match. Once again, I'd like to first thank our host center for this series of regional matches, Oak Lanes in Westland. If you're looking for a fun, friendly, and state-of-the-art bowling center, come check out Oak Lanes and tell them that Bowling Showcase sent you. Here we are, the final match of the Oak Lanes region. Whatever team walks out of here today victorious earns the right to represent the Oak Lanes region in the final championship match against Thunder Bowl region champion 5-Star Lanes. Let's take a quick look at the two final teams for today's final regional match. Today's regional final match features Country Lanes against defending champion Merri Bowl. Country Lanes got here by first beating Perfect Game back in round 1 and then beating Woodland Lanes in the semifinal round. And Merri Bowl, they punched their ticket by first beating Vision Lanes and then the Fantastics in the semifinal round. It's a battle of titans as these two teams grind it out for the chance of representing the Oak Lanes region. Hang on to your seats, this battle is going to be epic. That brings us up to speed. I'm joined by Oak Lanes proprietor Jason Papa and MD USBC Association Manager Phil Goodman to help bring you all the action. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with the final match of the Oak Lanes region next on Bowling Showcase.
If you've been involved in an auto accident, it can change your life. So can the attorneys at 1-800-LAWYERS. They have won thousands of cases and millions of dollars. When you need help, call 1-800-LAWYERS, the law office of Zamler, Schiffman, and Karfus.
The Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth bowlers in Michigan. Tournaments include Open, Women's, and Youth Championships. Also Youth Masters, Queens, Masters, and Senior Masters. Recognition includes first-time 300 games and 800 series for all members and 600 and 700 club memberships for women. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC. Bowling Showcase Regional Championship here at Oak Lanes. Jason Papa, it's been great. I appreciate everything you've been doing.
Hey, thanks for having me. And this is the moment we've all been waiting for, right?
It is. So the regional championship, Country Lanes and defending champion Merri Bowl ought to be a great match.
Yeah, and the winner of this match moves on to the grand championship.
Moves on to the big championship. That's right, for this trophy right here.
Awesome. Good stuff.
And that's 5-Star Lanes. They're
5 stars waiting in the wings,
Waiting
right?
in the wings. We'll see them next week. Leading off for the Country Lanes team is Christine McGee.
Throws nothing but strikes.
You had to say that.
Oh, man. I'm starting to think I might be the next Nelson Burton Jr.
3-6-10. Feel pretty confident about Christine being able to make this one.
Yeah, she's a real good spare shooter, too. She throws a lot of strikes. Oh, boy.
Well, we're no longer going to make any presumptions.
Yeah,
how's that sound?
Yeah, not a good start for Country Lanes, but
No.
let's see what happens.
Matt Rist, Country Lanes, or Merri Bowl. Matt got a high average of 234. Lives in Livonia.
And a musician, plays 5 instruments.
That's a talent in and of itself. Leaves a 6-pin.
Wasn't real happy with that shot when he executed it.
No, he knew it was a little bit right of his target.
Yeah, he was waving his hand, trying to hold the ball from going high on him.
Hey, don't we have the remote control thing
That's
going?
right.
I guess it's only in Wii bowling.
Matt with the easy cover there. Spares it up, and I'm going to move on to frame 2.
That's right. Raymond McGee, Christine's husband. Been bowling for 21 years. His claim to fame, he's never had a 300. Leaves the 610.
I don't think he was real happy with that shot, but glad with the result. That could have been a lot worse. Could have left a split there, so he broke it up.
Certainly could have been.
Leaves himself a makeable spare here. Oh boy. You know, I noticed that the further we get into these matches and the closer we get to the end, looks like
Well, the noose is starting to tighten. That's why.
right. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's getting a little bit nervous.
Jared Gartner for Merri Bowl. The 2-7 split. With the way he hooks the lane, he's got a pretty good shot at this one.
Yep, he's going to want to hook at that 2-pin and hit the left side of the 2-pin. Ball's going to go in and make the 7.
Oh,
It's not enough hook on that one.
nope. Through 2 frames, Merri Bowl's got a 12-pin lead. Jerry Imhoff now coming up for the Country Lanes team. Thanks to Jerry for sponsoring this team.
Great friend of bowling, and he's going to try to stop the bleeding here with a spare or a strike.
Use the 4-7. And while I'm thinking about it, thanks to all the sponsors of all the teams in the challenge, both at the Thunderbolt region and the Oak Lanes region, we're very appreciative of all your support here on Bowling Showcase.
Yeah, a lot of great bowling centers stepping up to sponsor teams in this, and the bowling clubs as well. Really great to see the support of the Bowling Showcase.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Jerry looks a little surprised there.
Yeah,
I think he thought that was going to hook and take out the 4-7, and never got what he was looking for.
wow. 3 straight open frames for the Country Lanes team. Got a little work to do.
Novella's going to try to capitalize on that open, and she doesn't.
She does. 24-pin lead for Merri Bowl going into the 4th frame.
Country Lanes really needs Mike Weber here to get up and throw a strike here.
Got to stop the bleeding. Leaves a 10-pin. He's grabbing his spare ball. Shoot cross lane at the 10-pin.
See if we can get Country Lanes his first mark of the game. Try to set Jeannie, their anchor bowler, up for a big frame. All right.
Hey!
Got the monkey off their back.
That's right, exactly. James Holly Jr. Obviously, his home bowling center is Merri Bowl.
That's right.
Thanks to Rich Glome for all his support of Bowling Showcase, youth and adult. Couldn't do it without guys like him and you and Tom Strobel, Vicki Ingham at Thunderbolt, in addition to all the others.
I'm just happy to be mentioned in that conversation of those great people.
The 2-10 split.
Well, that shot really opens the door for this Country Lanes team to get back into it.
It does.
Shooter's going to have to try to go for it here. Slide that 2-pin over into the 10-pin by hitting the left side of the 2-pin and throwing it over there. Gave it a run.
Okay, Country Lanes can cut that deficit to 10 pins with the strike right here. Jeannie Gebbia coming up.
Yeah, that last frame was really crucial there. Really let the Country Lanes team back in this match. Now you're going to give this Hall of Famer a chance to claw their way back.
Nice strike.
Very well executed.
Sean Schmidt now up for the Merri Bowl team.
This guy's thrown a lot of strikes in this bowling showcase over the past several weeks, hasn't he?
He most certainly has. Leaves a 10 pin.
Sean's got a 246 average. He knows exactly how to pick this spare up.
He does. That shot there looked like he got a little bit more into the oil, and it kind of, the break point went farther down the lane.
Yeah.
And it never really checked up like his ball has been.
Right. Well, that's a surprise right there.
Okay, we're at the break. Country Lanes now has a 1-pin lead. Believe it or not, a 1-pin lead over the defending champion Merri Bowl. And they're working on a strike on top of that. So after the break, we're going to come back and talk to Jerry Imhoff about his team and how good fortune they've had the last couple of frames here on Bowling Showcase.
The hug pickup, the home run swing, the drum major high step, the genuine joy, the unforgettable party, the food, the friends, the original social network. No matter who you are, it's always a great time. Grab your family, find a friend, and go bowling.
1-800-Lawyers has been winning cases for over 50 years in Southfield, Detroit, Warren, Taylor, Macomb, and all over Michigan. When it matters and you need help, call 1-800-Lawyers.
Back on Bowling Showcase, we're halfway through the regional championship between Country Lanes and Merri Bowl. It's a 1-pin differential between the two. Country Lanes, after starting out very poorly, to be honest with you, has a 1-pin lead. So we're going to talk to not only Jerry Imhoff of the Country Lanes team, we're going to talk to Novella Daniels of the Merri Bowl team. So Phil, take it away.
Jerry, you've made it through week by week by week, and now you're in the finals. Only a 1-pin difference. You guys have had that strong dedication and desire. Where do you take it from here in this?
Well, here's what we got to do. The name of the game, I've been watching this show for years, is make them spares. So that's what we're going to make sure we do, is make them spares.
Okay, and what type of adjustments are you making to make sure that happens?
I haven't got the faintest idea.
All right, well, on that note, let's take it to Novella, see what she has to say.
Hi.
Hi, Novella. We've been here before,
Yeah.
and it's kind of the final match of this region, only 1-pin difference.
Yeah.
What strategies do you have going into the last 5 frames so you can face the next opponent?
Well, we're gonna, make better shots, make our spares, and see what happens.
All right, well, Jerry talked about making spares as well. I asked him, well, how do you go about doing that? And he had a great strategy. I won't discuss it, but you hear it when the show plays. What's your strategy?
Hit targets. Only way you can make a spare is if you hit what you're looking at.
That makes sense. Good luck.
Thank you.
Back to Mark and Jason.
Thank you, Phil. There used to be a TV show on way back called Make That Spare.
No kidding.
Yeah, back in the 50s.
Okay.
That's before your time.
Sure.
Make That Spare. That's going to be the name of the last half of this match.
I think you're
Make
right.
That Spare.
I think you're right. I think it's going to be the team that makes the most spares and makes the least amount of mistakes that's going to come out on top here.
So Matt Rist up for Merri Bowl on lane 4 here at Oak Lanes to start off the second half of the regional championship match. He's a 7-pin. He got a little tight back in the first frame.
Yeah, he
This
got
time
that
he
one
went
out.
a little light.
Yep, got that one out a little bit. He gave it room. He gave it a chance.
He gets enough revs on that ball that flies pins around.
Yeah,
you know?
that messenger could have delivered, but now he's got to make that spare, right?
And he did. He made that spare.
That's the name of the game.
Name of the game. Christine McGee up by 1 pin. Country Lanes is. She can extend that lead to 11 with a strike right here.
And this girl can throw strikes.
Oof. 9 pins.
A little
She
high
leaves the 6 pin.
That's right, a little high. She broke up the 6-7-10 split, just leaves the 6. And that's Jerry's daughter that just made that spare. So she's listening to her father.
That's right. You know, Jerry probably is old enough. He probably remembers that show.
We'll have to ask him afterwards.
That's right. So Jarrett Gartner's up right now.
The power player.
Oh, chopped that 10 pin out of there.
The messenger delivered the message that time.
That's true. Raymond McGee, Christine's husband, up now.
And another strike.
Answers the call. Still remains a 1 pin differential. Country Lanes up by 1 pin, and both teams working on a strike. Novella Daniels now up through a strike back in the 3rd frame.
Seems like the Country Lanes team is just trying to match the Merri Bowl team right now and keep that 1 pin lead.
Sure seems that way.
Oh,
Leaves an 8 pin.
that's an awful break right there. She really liked that when she let it go.
She did. She threw it great. Just that
Did not get rewarded.
5 pin just went straight back.
Yep. Switch to her spare ball to shoot at that one.
Jerry Imhoff now up. Lane 5. Country Lanes working on a strike. Be a good time for another one.
He had a great talk at the break there, didn't he?
He did.
Another 5 pin. We've seen a few of those today.
The wiggling 5 pin that time. Just get lined up, throw your strike ball. He throws the ball, same ball as he threw before. It's easy.
Make them spares. And he did.
And he did.
Took his own advice.
Once again, Country Lanes with a 1 pin lead. Both teams working on a spare. James Holly up and bowling 23 years.
This is where that pin count comes into play here with a 1 pin lead.
On
Both
a spare.
teams are working on a spare. Every pin counts now.
No doubt.
No room for error. Oof.
2, 4, 8, 10.
Now this is an interesting split. It is very makeable. Shooter's going to have to get the ball on the left side of the 2-pin, and he's got to hook
it away.
Yep, he's got to hook it at it, and the ball's going to take out the 4-pin, and then the 4-pin will actually take out the 8-pin behind the 2-pin, and then he's got to throw the 2-pin into the 10-pin. Sounds a little complicated, but this is definitely a makeable split if he gets the ball in the right place, and boy, he only missed it by a very small margin.
Very small margin. Mike Weber. Working on a spare Country Lanes is. Merri Bowl has 126 through 9. Country Lanes has a 17-pin lead.
Mike Weber.
Mike
Wow.
Weber throws a strike.
Another big shot. He had that big spare in the 4th frame that got this team back on track.
Yep, it did. As you said at the time, got the monkey off their back.
That's right.
Sean Schmidt now up in the 10th frame for Merri Bowl with a max score of 156. And the max score for Country is 183. There's one.
Got the first one. He really needs to throw another strike here to give his team a chance and keep them in the match.
Got to get them all. Got to get them all. There's 2.
Now with that strike, he now forces Genie to get up
Get a mark.
and get a mark in the 10th. That was a big shot,
Yes, it was.
because if he doesn't strike there, then this match is virtually over.
Ten in the pit.
Well, he did his job.
Final score for Merri Bowl, 156. Country Lanes now coming up. Genie Gebbia coming up, 123 through 8. Strike in the 9th.
Needs a mark to win.
All right, leaves a 7-pin.
I'm not going to say anything about this.
Very experienced player here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That ball never moved.
Final score, defending champion Merri Bowl 156, Country Lanes 151. What an amazing ending.
Wow.
What can I
wow.
say?
I mean, what else is there to say?
Wow is right. But if you remember right, Jerry missed a 7-pin or a 4-7 combination earlier in the match the very same way.
I think the bowlers were underestimating how much oil there is in the middle.
I agree.
And they were expecting that ball to hook a little bit more going cross lane, and it just wasn't there.
I agree. That's a shame. We hate ever to see anybody lose, especially on an unfortunate error.
Absolutely.
So we'll be back after these messages. We're going to talk to the Merri Bowl team, Novella Daniels, about them moving on to defend their championship in the final overall championship against 5-Star Lanes here on Bowling Showcase. the championship of the Oak Lanes region has been decided. The defending champion of the Bowling Showcase Challenge, Merri Bowl, moves on to the final match against the Thunder Bowl region champion, Five Star Lanes. What a finish. It was just something else. We're going to talk to Novella Daniels about what she thought was going on. So Novella, I'm sure that even after Sean struck out, you figured the chances aren't very good against Jeannie.
Not at all.
You know, that you guys were going to advance. He had to push her to the limit.
Yes.
And he did that. That was just I mean, you've known Jeannie for a long time.
Right.
And so have I. And it's just unfortunate.
Very. You know, the thing to me was she struck every shot, all 4 weeks. She struck. And I said to my team, you never know what'll happen if she has to shoot a spare. And that's what happened. She caught that puddle in the middle, and it's rough right there.
It is. It is. So now let's just talk where you're going next. And don't say Disney World either, or Disneyland.
Oh, no, I would never go to Disney.
Okay. So
Yeah.
your team now has punched your ticket to the finals of the Bowling Showcase Challenge.
Yes.
You're going to be facing Five Star Lanes, pretty strong team. They were pretty good in their region. So what do you think your chances are?
Same as we've been doing every week. You know, we're going to hit our targets, make our spares, and see where the pins lie.
Okay. Well, congratulations to you and your team, and good luck in the finals.
Thank you.
Okay, so we move on
Remember, you're just going to stay up talking.
to the grand championship between Merri Bowl, the Oak Lanes regional champion, and the Thunder Bowl region champion, Five Star Lanes.
I can't wait for next week. I mean,
I know
I
you-
might not sleep at all.
I know you didn't see Five Star Bowl, you know, because you weren't at that regional.
Right.
But this should be a really good match.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I love to see the defending champs. You know, if the Oak Lanes team wasn't going to be in it, I'd love to see the defending champs get a chance to defend their title.
That's right.
And I've heard a lot about this Five Star Lanes team. I'm looking forward to seeing them in action.
Okay. Well, we'll be back next week with the grand overall championship of the Bowling Showcase Challenge here on Bowling Showcase.